Hello, everyone.
Greetings from the interminets
Greetings and felicitation.
and salutations even.
Sure.
Wonder
Welcome
what?
back.
Yeah, I wonder what. And as your reference there, what Trelane, old classic Trelane, would think about new classic Trelane. They're in a bar together. You know that famous picture of the two Starbucks, old and new. You know what would the conversation be?
No, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be. I felt they just have fun. I don't think either took it seriously in a good way, so I think we would have a fun chat, and that's okay.
Jump in and
Yes.
get up to 50.
Okay, we are live. Good.
Well, welcome back, guys. Today we're doing something we've kind of done before, but not really. You guys are selecting Star Trek ships, but you guys are also ranking them. Last time you selected, we ranked.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see where you guys put these things, because the last live we did like this was quite enlightening.
Great word.
Um,
Yeah. Or as Stuart thought after 5 minutes after I finished, how wrong you all are.
yeah, you were all wrong, mainly, but
But it's interesting
it's
because
fun.
also those in you who we love can't torpedo with bad scores because there's
Mhm.
more of you.
Yeah, it's the majority.
Yeah.
Majority rules here.
It's,
So
it's actually super interesting. So I'm excited to see what people think, what people say. And as ever, Stuart, as you know, especially because it helps out a tremendous amount, PayPal, trekyards@hotmail.com. It's up there. The thing says it true, 2 for 1. So encourage if you can and want to submit, do on that platform because you will get more. We will get more, and that's better for everyone. And the audience gets more because they want to see more.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Cool.
obvious thing, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll start sharing. I'll take it.
Okay. So guys, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any content from us. And just come and join us for these lives. We really appreciate that. You can join the channel. There's a join option down there on YouTube, or you can head on over to Patreon/Trekyards is another way to support us on a monthly basis. We appreciate any and all of it. Also, super chatting during these lives, getting your thoughts, suggestions, selections, all that out there by super chatting. Or as Sam just said, PayPaling. If you PayPal, it's 2 for 1. So $5 on Super Chat to select a ship. But if you go on PayPal and put in $5, it's 2 ships. So you get to select two. So that's the way it goes. And it's a better deal for everybody, essentially. As Sam said, for us, we get more of the money because YouTube tends to take a lot off of Super Chats. Uh, more for you because you get to select two of your favorite ships, and more for the audience because we get to talk about the ships and see where you guys rank them. And they all get a chance, everybody in the community gets a chance to vote and rank the ships. So, yeah, it's actually a win for everybody if you do PayPal. So, anyway, there you go. There are also links down below to the Teespring and TeePublic store links in the description of every video. Please check those out and help us out in any way you can. We'd appreciate that. All right.
I am so interested to see what you guys are going to do with this. Genuinely, really interested.
Mhm.
I'm even going to post this on the YouTube posts bit in case any people join in because now voting matters. So it always
Mhm.
matters, but like matters. Put them forward.
Which slide are we doing
Haven't
here?
got one yet. Be there in a minute. Do the post first.
All right. I already have one super chat in, so thank you to Olivia. But like I said, the PayPal helps out everybody. We'd appreciate that.
Is so true. Okay, that's posted. Super duper. With it. All right, tell us what it is. I'll do the poll and then I'll get them. Just
Olivia Julius, $5. Let's get the loser out of the way, the McGee. Yeah.
yeah.
This is the way.
I actually forgot what the metric was for a second. Okay. Obviously, I'm going SABC. That's obviously what I'm doing, right? Click clearly.
No. BCDA.
PCDA. Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna BCDF,
There
sorry.
you go.
Um,
I'll go 58. I'll let everything is taking a long time to load for me, but that's okay.
so you guys get to vote on this
Yeah.
hideous ship.
Well, there's something with this shit. It's hideous. I don't
It's hideous.
know. Okay. Does it have any redeeming qualities? Like, what bone would you throw to it?
It's in a franchise called Star Trek.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But then that's immediately negated by the fact that it's new Trek. So
Do you think if you were like in a room with Barry Chapman and you were given like a day with him, could you take this and fix it? But
no.
like, okay.
I mean, it's a flawed premise from the get-go, shoving the nacelles into the saucer like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one. I mean, you could probably make it less offensive, but I don't know if it'd ever be a great design.
It's an uphill battle.
Yes.
A severely uphill battle. Yeah, I mean, thing is, there's so many worse ships because they're insultingly insulting. For me, this is just passively insulting. You know, it's a flawed premise that was not even done well. Whereas, you know, if you pitched in the NX era, you know, half saucer, you're like, is that going to work? Like conceptually, but yeah,
Ironically, this would work in the NX era.
Much better. Yeah.
Them trying out new experimental drives and stuff. So this makes a lot more sense. Yes, this is between NX era and TOS. Essentially, it's like 10 years before TOS. So, but I think this would work better as a pre-NX ship, like before the Warp 5 engine.
Because then it'd be okay to laugh at it gently. You know, they
Yeah, it's like
didn't know.
You tried something and it failed. It didn't work the way you wanted it to. So, yeah.
Because I'm looking at it and I mean, it was the Shran, right? As much as John can and can't include, you know, his influence, right? I'm wondering if there might be some semblance of logic that the nacelles are similar to the Kamari and they're kind of like blocks and they just shoved them together. I don't know. I wonder if that was meant to be any tying at all.
Probably not.
Probably not. And that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not great.
I mean, this might sound a bit dramatic, and see if you agree or not. It's a very mild form of PTSD having to relook at these. You know, the OG when it was the biggest gash wound of the show. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, not fun.
Yeah.
So let's see what you guys are saying in the poll with only 11 votes, but how many people are here?
18.
19 according to me.
Welcome.
13 likes. Hit the like button. Let's get those likes up to 20. But with 11 votes, 64% give this an F. So
yeah,
there you go, Olivia. I'm not alone.
Yeah. 0 and we rarely get 0%. So the fact that no one even went for the highest rank.
Yeah.
Not even Olivia.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cool. All right, keep them coming, guys. We'd love to get some 2-for-1s. Roll us in with ideas. Let us know.
I'm trying to get this thing to fit in F, and it's failing at that too.
And I think it's fair to say, as Todd has put in, they can be, you know, not canon, as in they can be game and like.
Sure, yeah.
The broadness is absolutely fine with this.
Yeah.
Because we're not voting.
So let's see. We got another super chat from Robert Buckley.
Thank you, Robert.
With $5. So thank you. The McGee does not fit. Let's talk about a real NX era, NX Columbia class.
Now, there's two options to me. He either means the NX-02, which has been sometimes called the Columbia class, or he means the Columbia class from Star Trek Online, which is a TMP era ship. There's the two options. Please clarify.
Well, the Columbia from the NX-02 is not its own class. I mean, it could be a class variant.
No, that was it was a fan thing that Doug whatevered later.
Oh,
Refit being the Columbia class. It's like, yeah.
Okay, well,
yeah. So that's the TMP one, but you know, context clues imply it's probably the NX refit.
Just clarify in the regular chat the refit. Oh, so this one.
Well, no, that's the this is the Star Trek Online one. Well, double clarify. Let us know.
We said the refit.
NX refit probably.
I don't know. You let us know because we can't talk about it until you clarify.
Yeah, because one is not NX0. Let us know. Double clarify. All right, starting to build. Yeah, class. NX refit. Okay, great. NX refit. I'm intrigued. What people are going to say on this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a fan favorite. A lot of people talk about this. It was shown in Picard season 3. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I appreciate what they were going for, what Doug was going for with this. Wish we would have actually seen it on screen in Enterprise. That would have been nice. And calling it the Columbia class, I mean, if Columbia was the first one to be converted to this, I don't know why they would do that, not do the Enterprise.
Like it devalues the point of the Enterprise, surely.
A little bit, yeah. Unless it was out doing something and they wanted when it came back
That's
to
true.
make sure
That's
it was
fair.
going to be a successful upgrade. But yeah, I mean,
or it would have been cool if the NX-02 had been this.
Yeah,
It would have
yeah.
been weird, and the scene would have been
I think that
impossible.
would have
but
also taken away from Enterprise, though. It's like the next ship you roll out is infinitely better than yours.
yeah, but as you say, they were away though during the Zindi War, and it does take a while to refit. So I could see them if it had been Columbia NX-02 and then this, and then at the end of season 5-4, they'd be refitted into this, leading to 5 because it takes a year time gap. Anyway, another point.
Yeah, I would have liked to see some refits in Enterprise, but anyway, here we are. So yeah, not the ugliest thing around. And I appreciate what was trying to be done with it. Although, as we've looked at this one many times, there's only a few angles that it looks different. Many of the angles, unfortunately, just looks like the NX-01. So, but I mean, it's a subtle enough upgrade. The problem I have is with the shuttle drop bays and stuff, and how that kind of gets, kind of squished a little bit. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I just wish we would have seen more of it, or any of it.
And again, guys, PayPal 2 for 1 help slot. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I think you remember when Doug, we talked to him about the NX refit, and we did an episode on it. The amount of animations I did with it was so odd to show the bottom. They were all weird. I remember thinking these are not, because most views don't notice, right?
Yeah. Very few, if any, changes from some of the classic views. So,
and I think it would need, for it to work truly, it would need to go a lot further forward. And having that much of a cutout feels like a cop out. Why wasting all that space? Like it'd be fine if there was landing legs, and there's landing legs at the front. There's a new bit there. Like it makes sense from some points of view. But even you've held a physical one for half a decade now. The physical miniature, it doesn't feel the best in terms of proportionality. I think you'd agree.
Yeah. It's hard to display too and have it look different. So yes, I agree with you.
I don't love this view. It's one I could find that represent it sort of well. It is a wonderful design. In fact, the Sonar Hull is a great design in general. It's misbalanced, I think, overall to the whole thing. But
yeah,
maybe he was linking it with the pylons, being like, well, we have to continue the pylon, so everything has to. Yeah. What would you give this in this score realm if you were to?
Probably a C.
Ooh, I probably would rate the next one higher because it works better.
That's a 1.
Yeah. In my preference, and also you never noticed, but they removed the outer warp chiller grills. I like the double glows. Small thing, but I like the simplicity of the NX more. Like it flows better with a sharp curve. This does not. But you guys have the say, and we have a easy majority win there. Not even a question. Damn.
Yeah. A wins with 58% and then 12 people voting. There you go. Not the biggest fan. Let's put it that way.
And Robert, you
Robert
put
Buckley
in
goes on to say, with $5, Archer named it the Columbia class after the NX-02 was lost.
Retroactively, so it was called the NX refit, and then he renamed it.
Yeah.
Many, many years later.
Robert Buckley says NX-01 is S tier. No, it's not. I mean, you guys might disagree, but I don't think it's S tier at all.
People voted. They thine be thy democracy. But you did put another 5. Do you have another one you'd like to throw in for that? If not, I could throw in a random one. Because you know what? Random is good. You know? Random is good.
Give him a second to see if he wants to throw another one in. 24 of you here, 18 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get the likes up to 20. That's 2 more likes. We can do it. No problem. Let's go for it.
Okay, I'll put in the random one.
Oh, he says Protostar.
Oh, okay. Protostar's pretty cool.
Protostar for me is an S tier. I love the design of the Protostar. It could stand to be a little bit more
Prime
universed up, but I really don't have an issues with all of the quote unquote Kelvinisms of it. And I'm not a big fan of Kelvin design at all. But I like that it's an experimental ship, so it kind of suits, honestly. But I like the shape, I like the sleekness of it, I like this overall hot rod styling, I guess. And then the addition of the proto drive and the transformation feature is really fantastic. Internal design is a little odd and different. The captain's chair and the bridge details are quite substantially different than anything else. But again, I don't mind it. It definitely, I wouldn't say it grew on me. I liked it since I first saw it. But
staunch defender, I think, is a phrase that would be apt.
Yeah. The interior stuff did grow on me a little bit. I wasn't the biggest fan of that right off the hop, but no, I can appreciate it for what it is. I wish we could see more of it. Would be fantastic.
Well, you can in Prodigy Reckoning.
Yeah.
There's so many shots in that show.
Yeah. So yeah, small ship. I'd like to see bigger versions of this kind of style. Maybe not the same shapes, but like, you know, yeah, throw me just larger ship designs styled like this, and I'd be like, I will judge each accordingly.
I might sound harsh, and I will see if you agree or not. But if we did not know, like the people, know, like the show, and let's say this was a Kurtzman show, truly, written by Alex, Bob Orsi, still the same basic show, but with them in charge, would you like the ship less because we like it more due to the creators behind it?
Nope. I don't give a shit about the creators behind it. Like, I love the Hagemans. They're great. I love Aaron Waltke. But this ship design is just so sparked in my brain as a beautiful design. It wouldn't matter. Okay. This could be the Enterprise from the 2009 films, and I would have really preferred that because what we got was garbage. So, yeah, it's its own design. That it doesn't influence it for me.
That's good. I didn't know if that would be the case because that's bias is going to come into play at ever. I would say I like it more because I'm so involved in the things, because I've been forced to. I've been Stockholm syndrome a little bit. I've probably done more shots with her than any single artist on Prodigy, just by the nature of what I've done. It's ridiculous, I know, but it's true. Many flaws, many issues. I'll never not disappreciate the fact they have no visible weapons. I do not buy the fact that they're so advanced they're hidden. It's like, nope, that goes against so many art styles. That's changing it for the sake of changing it, and it's a huge problem in my brain, and I will not, that's why I added stuff back for Dauntless. It's like, nope, you can...
At least they don't fire weapons out of the RCS thrusters like the Dauntless does.
Yep. But it's a ship that's really amazing in that you can see, once you get your head around the shapes, because it's a very shape-based ship, right? You understand that is the size of the bottom bay. That's the bottom. That's the entire bottom of the hull, right? Yeah. You can see there's a collection of ribs that go like when the third nacelle comes up. That is actually the front of the ball of the dome in the engine room, because the engine room is then open to space. Like it's such a the shape is so small that you can actually see the pieces throughout the episodes. There's so little of it actually as a ship, which is fun. So it's very, very unique. Yeah.
Let's see what you guys are saying with 12 votes. It was tied, or it was S tier for a second. They got tied again with 15 votes. It's 33 and 16 votes. It's 38% for S tier.
Oh damn!
I'm gonna slide it into S tier because that's where it belongs.
I would not necessarily voted S, but A is not far behind. But hey, Prodigy, man, well done, Prodigy. I thought you guys would be a solid B category. Cool. All right. Fun.
Yeah. Jonathan Earl throws in $25. Whew, thank you. Sovereign class Captain Jot to start. The Cousteau. Yeah, it's as far as Captain Jots go and something that comes out of the bottom of the saucer, this one wins a lot of points. It's got a lot of nice stylistic vibe to it. The nacelles are their own thing, which is cool. There's a lot to like here. It's better than the Enterprise D's for sure. So yeah, feels fast and sleek and feels like a yacht. A little bit luxurious. I wish they used more, but this one was used quite a bit. So
with some good shots.
Yeah.
It was given a limelight,
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a great design as well. I'm not quite sure where I'd place it just yet, but I don't have to worry about that because I'm not placing it. You guys are voting on it. So
yeah, and this is why I like this one being super open-ended. As you wouldn't normally in these sorts of ones show an auxiliary yacht up against the heroes, right? But it's you guys to put in and you guys to vote. So I like that fact that we can do that. Because yeah, it's a really nice little design. Is it going to win any awards? Don't know. It's not going for that. It's a ship that was wonderfully constrained in that it had to, go into the torpedo area of the thing. It was already there, right? The space was existent. They could just invent it. There was a space. So it's quite clever in that regard. Lovely warp engines, lovely animation coming down, fast, sleek. I thought we saw the ramp and that we get an ambiance of what it was about. It is just a roundabout cockpit, but that's okay. That is a standard. Yeah, it's do you think this is very different? Not to the Type 11.
Well, it's the same design language, which is cool. I'd probably I think the Type 11's a bit better design.
I would agree.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's not breaking the bank of design, but it's good. It's a good design.
Yes, sir. Let's see what you guys are saying with 17 votes. B wins with 47%. Close though. I mean, A was 41%. That's second place.
Damn.
So
wow.
Yeah. And he goes on in his super chat to say the Danube class runabout. Very interesting design, like the Everyman's auxiliary ship, the minivan. I don't know how you want to describe it. It's the all-purpose, do everything kind of ship. Didn't quite save the S9 though. I like that they had these from the beginning, but they needed a ship, and they eventually got Defiant, which helped out a lot. So, that being said, the interior is really cool. The transporter, love that we only see the back of it in one episode of TNG, which is just weird. But no, nice size, robustness, can land, can also stay in orbit, and you can beam down and have it auto beam you back and stuff like that. So it's very versatile. It's got a lot going for it, and yeah, I think they are pretty darn awesome.
I get the feeling that a lot of people don't like this design because it's not amazing, and it's blocky, but it's got so many curves. It's realistic. As I said, minivan. It's got so much thought put in. No shit, Rex Sternberg, right? And it keeps true to so much that Trek logic and lore and correctness. It's just it feels so. It feels so of its time, so 93, but there's not any glows and logic pin little greeblies, and it is it feels wonderfully form follows function, and yet still apt to be kind of cool. I've done loads of work with them, and I'm pleased. Right, I think there's a lot of good stuff I've made render wise with it. So yeah, yeah.
This is an odd one. 18 votes. There's 2 ties. S and B are tied at 17%, and A and C are tied at 33% each. That's odd.
Okay. You either love it or like it, or you really like it or like it mid.
We need one more vote to break this tie. There we go. 19 votes. 37% say C. Oh, back tied again. 20 votes.
Yeah, and guys, anyone's putting a ship, super chat or PayPal, Trekyards@hotmail.com, 2 for 1. So that 25 would have been like 10. Just saying. So
10 ships.
Yes. 10 ships. We encourage. Cool.
Well, 21 votes. I'm going to call it there. End poll. Boom. It's got a C. Ooh, 38%. 34% for A. That was close. But we need some diversity on the board. So also, if you feel very passionate about moving these up, $5 per level if you want to. If you want to put the runabout up to A tier, I mean, $10, we'll get it up there in a super chat form, or $5 in a PayPal form. So
yeah, no, I would be a B on that personally.
Me too.
But I've done enough cool things that I've got a fun personal preference. I would love to see, though, Rick actively make a runabout refit. And not think, oh, I could do anything in CG. Like, think actually what he would have done at the time, but like the end of Voyager, because it's way sleeker, right? How did he genuinely make the same thing, but 5 years later, 10 years? I'd love to see that. I really wish someday it does that, because it's such a good design for me. Yeah. And I prefer it to the Captain's Yacht. It's got a lot more to it, personally.
And Jonathan Earl, yes. In PayPal, if you put in $5, you get 2 ships.
2 for 1. So if you can, put in 5.
Next up, we've got, NX class from Pacific 201. So Eric Henry.
And we do absolutely fine to put in fan ships, because you guys are voting. If you've not seen the ship before, that's great, because you get your say here.
Yep. Actually, I really like his version of the NX01. I kind of prefer it to the actual NX01, except for the big 07 or the big 01, as it would be on the front. It's a little, little Dukes of Hazzardy. But it does have this is like a later version. I'd be fine with that, because it does have the white kind of, hull plating. It's got a more smoothness, a more kind of refined feel to it. And I think it actually looks really good. He does a really good job with his designs. He kind of grounds them more in reality sometimes, adding like antenna and stuff, which you don't really think about in Star Trek. But yeah, I think if I had to choose this one, the NX01 actual side by side, and I was a producer, I'd be picking this one. Sorry.
That's such a hard one, because I really appreciate the metal plated vibe of the NX. I get it, and it's more grounded.
Yeah.
This has and this might sound daft, this feels more like CG to me. And given Eric was using, 11-year more advanced technology software, and the next one feels really grounded and more real to me, as But obviously, this isn't his one of one hero ship, right? This is his version of, as we know, it's only like a flashback shot.
Yeah,
it's not like it's in a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's odd, it's cool. I don't know if it improves the next one. It's just different. Like the flatness of the pylon back, weird. Like there's things that are weird. Like the biggest thing for me is the weird bridge light ring. Just what I don't understand that. What's going on there? Why? How? Who? That distracts me. It feels like there's a naval vehicle and there's a 360 like room and they can look out, and it's just like no, it doesn't work.
That's what it is. If you zoom in, it's kind of got like a window vibe to it. So it'd be like along the top of the bridge instead of the whole dome like the TOS.
Nope. No. Nah.
I like it. I like that idea.
Ah.
A little more grounded in actual reality for like a control room, control tower, that kind of vibe. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but according to you guys, 21 votes. B wins with 57%. Quite unified
Okay.
on that one, guys.
We are learning things every single time. And I like to learn things.
I don't. Learning sucks. Next up, we've got the USS Discovery, the original concept. And it just said
Yes.
Trekyards episode 165. We called it the Discovery Alpha.
Mm.
And we had a great discussion about this ship. This is
Definitive
actually,
discussion.
yeah, this is actually way better than the final Discovery design, in my opinion. Feels more era appropriate. I like the position of the nacelles where there's more out front than there is coming out the back.
Just to pause there. Do I include the S or do I just go A, B, C, D? Because who's going to say S, but also do I... Right?
That's tough.
Because it
Go
shouldn't be an
ABCD.
S, really. So I'm going
Yeah.
to give them the flexibility of A, B, C, D.
Sure. Yeah, guys, we only put 4 things in the vote thing, so that's why we have to do that.
Don't write. But do
But
PayPal.
no, I think
Too
yeah.
fun.
And I do like the more primitive look of the Bizarre collectors having 3 on each nacelle, the closed in, it's saucer section. Yeah, there's a lot about the ship that I really think they ruined when they made it this. Why do you have a Discovery, Stuart?
Stuart, why do you have Discovery, Stuart?
I'm doing a series. Well,
Mm-hmm.
ship a day in December. This is yet to be filmed.
Or you're reading a deep, dark, hidden truth. It's your favorite ship.
Yeah, that's why it's on my desk here.
Okay. Confirmed. See, if he laughs it off, it won't seem canon, but he just made it canon. Ha ha!
No, this is a much better design than Discovery and would definitely rank higher. A lot of people don't like it, and that's fine, but we appreciate it more than the final Discovery version. So go back and watch that video. It was a fun one to make, and it was really kind of cool to get a new ship after all this time. We got a new ship, we got a new ship. There you go. I said it.
And we must look so naive as well.
But yeah.
Never to go back. It's a hell of a thing. Yeah, it's just so much better. It's stupid in a lot of ways, but it's the comparison factor, right? It feels blockier and more basic, but also links better to the Franklin and, well, the Franklin's the primary one, but like there's an oomph to it. It's like, yes, I get it. Whereas the new one's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are you doing? I don't get it. Yeah. And there's also so many things like it almost feels like they've intentionally made bad to improve later, like the deflector. Why is it such a small? Don't know. But I can just visualize. I can visualize. Even actually, I can even visualize. This is not what was planned. But can you imagine, Stuart, if this ship was the ship we got, right? And its spore drive it flies into shot, and the inner ring clicks into the outer ring, so it leaves it open for the spore tech to come out, and then the cells slide back. Because the warp configuration is forward, back for the other one, so it kind of extends it out a little bit, and then it does its thing. Would you like that better, and if so, how much?
Sure, yeah, a lot better.
Me
15%.
too.
Jonathan Earl says it had that copper finish color. I meant bronze. Yes, it did, but so did the actual Discovery.
Yeah.
This thing. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it's I like it. I part of me says just get a really nice one built in 3D to use, and part of me says shut up and do something better. I'm very torn on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the original concept behind it too from Brian Fuller. It was supposed to look like Klingon ship and have, on long range scans or whatever. I wish we could have kind of got that story because I think that sounds really interesting, and it just kind of fizzled away into the ether.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what you guys are saying. 25 votes. You picked D with 52%.
Again, contrast. Compare it. Oh, well, hell. If someone puts in the actual Discovery and it gets lower than this, I'll be okay with that.
Oh, it won't though. I think it'll get higher.
But if Prove me wrong. Prove me
All
wrong.
right. Let's move on to Robert Buckley with $10.
Thanks so much.
Voyager 2.
Voyager A.
Voyager A. The Lamar class.
Mhm.
Lazy. We talked about this at the time. It's too sovereign-y, like Carol Freeman would hate it. It just feels like they took a sovereign and tweaked a few things design-wise. I wish there would have been a few more differences. It feels very plated, like it has a blade of hull armor or like armor that is out and not retracted. I don't know how to say it. But
Oh, deployed
you're-
armor.
we're-
That's what they've said.
perfect. Yeah. If that had been the case and we saw it without that, that would have been cool, but it was just this the whole time. It just feels lazy. It feels like a sovereign, like a junior sovereign class. It doesn't feel like something unique and different. It definitely doesn't live up to the intrepid class aesthetic. So, which is a bit of a shame, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. It's fine. I wouldn't rank it super high personally. It'd be mid for me for sure. I'm not sure. It's probably a B tier at most. Um, but also the interior is not super awesome. A lot of wasted space.
I don't think we can include that though necessarily in this.
I know.
I don't know if they are.
I'm going to because I want to talk about the bridge was awful.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not a fantastic design. I mean, it is. The Sovereign's a great design, but to make it a new class of ship, just it felt very lazy to me. Like there was no design thought really put into it, and you think you can tell by a lot of the exterior details of that as well. It just seems greebly and messy and patchy for no particular reason. So that's my take on it.
yeah, it has a lot of promise, and I have done a couple of nice shots with it. When I did it in the film Fight for the Future, I got a few nice comments saying it looks better in your show than it did in their show because mine looked more photoreal. It's just so funny because but also yeah. But it's such an odd thing. I've seen a 3D model of it, as in like a posted early version, because you tend to make concept model and it's then turned into the show model, right? And it had far more of the logical features, phaser strips, whatever, like I could see, and it felt better. But this is so devoid. If you took off the texture, which is where a lot of lines are coming from, it would just be a very flat, basic shape without the details that you need. You need from a starfish ship, and it's kind of, you guys knew better. You knew better, and that's a problem. It's a problem. Yeah, and I certainly would have done different nacelle. Like that's just the E basically. There's so many things about it that are just it's in the lineage of, if this is the Voyager, this is the E. Voyager E. It's like right over here, percentage wise. Also there, yeah. So it's like 82% Sovereign and 12% Voyager. They threw away the Voyagerness just to make it like the E. And it's a shame. It's a real shame because it does not celebrate the Voyager at all.
Yeah, like even if they had made the struts more Voyager-esque and kept the nacelles the same design, maybe shorten them a tad, I would have been happier. Let's be honest.
Now, in fairness, we are taking it literally. In theory, it's meant to be a pure continuation of, Voyager. But also, if you look at like the Excelsior B to the Ambassador C, there's no carryovers at all. It's it's a generational leap, and there's nothing the same. So this is a generational leap over the Voyager, but not in the same class. It's just different style of ship.
It's got the same configuration. Like the B to the, you got the saucer, secondary hull, two nacelles. You're not going to make an Enterprise that has anything different, or that kind of, you know what I mean? This, like the Pathfinder class that became Voyager B, was more true to the original design for the Intrepid class. So I just think this was a kind of a misstep, but what do I know?
I was trying to sort of make the vague point that it's not an Intrepid class again. It's just Starfleet decided that the Voyager B should be a bigger ship, and this was happened to be the class of bigger ship they picked, right? It's not. But that's not how the universe of Trek remembers it, right? They remember it as a, well, no, this is the void, this is the continuation. But it's not. It's just the next Voyager name, but not the next Voyager legacy, right? It's odd. It's real odd. It's probably a misstep, but it is still cool. I look forward to the day when I have time enough and budget enough to redesign it slightly to include, turned on impulse engines. I do it in my model, but impulse engines and phaser strips, torpedo launchers, escape pods, RCO thrusters, all the things that come important to a ship. And yes, they're there kind of, but if you can't see them properly, then you let yourself down.
Well, with 33 votes, 36% of you say A. The next class was D at 33%. There's such disparity in these community ranked ones. I don't know.
We learn.
It's that expression that we start a lot of videos with. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah. Wow. Damn.
All right.
I like it though.
His next one is 1701 Strange New Worlds.
Yeah. Now this, I feel like I know where this is gonna go. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Stuart I think this is gonna go via Facebook. See if I end up being right. Just for random lols. That I think is gonna win at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, this one is a great design. I really do like the design. This should have been, to me, this should have been in the 2009 movie as a reimagined Enterprise.
Nice.
It would have won me over. It would have made the movie so much better for me, despite all the problems. But the Enterprise is my favorite character, essentially, and they butchered it in 2009. This would have been beautiful. That being said, you can't tell me this is a prime timeline Enterprise.
Sure, it's a prime timeline Enterprise.
Which they were trying to say, because it's clearly not. It's got different proportions. Johnny's did a really good job. The original that it signed off on had straight stretch, which was cool.
It's very cool. It really works.
And white hole, but they changed it. So, and if you look at it proportion-wise, it's too squat from the side. It's squished. Same from the front. It just looks awful compared to the original. And you can't tell me it's prime. As much as they want to tell me it's prime, it's not. So while I do like the design of it and the shapes that are involved, like I said, John did a really good job. Them putting it in Strange New Worlds, well, Discovery first, and telling us that it's prime timeline really ruins it for me. And it's not as elegant as the TOS Enterprise, as much as a lot of people like to think it is. The lights for this registry are kind of stupid. Like, there's a lot of stupid things, especially when you get internal.
Oh no, don't go there.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, it's great. It's a great design, and it's a tough one for me because I do like it. I do have like a model of it and stuff like that. Like, it's a good looking ship. It just
isn't.
It's everything that's wrapped around that kind of for me. So yeah.
Yeah, it's the irony is, while the rule about 1 year, 25% was a real thing, just not the way it was expressed, blah blah. Had this been 25% more like the Connie, it probably would have been Chef's Kiss. Like it's that close. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it could. I know a lot of people like it, but a lot of people don't like the Connie. A lot of people think it's like dated. Whatever. If you do, this is obviously your favorite Connie. Obviously, okay, fine. But yeah, it's nice, but it's flawed. It's so flawed in so many ways. Besides the warp grills, the deflector, like I everything about it has a problem for me for various reasons. I've done plenty of work with it over the years. But also it's got a contrast thing. It's also very nice compared to the JJ Prize in terms of being original and different. But Stuart, we know. We know. Yeah. And you guys are going to love it.
It's a great reimagining of the Enterprise for sure.
Like I said, 09, perfect.
It'll
like,
fit right in.
like
Yeah.
for real, absolute pitch perfect. Stylistically, it is what it needs to be. It's just worse in lots of ways because it's doing a thing that's like, yeah, okay. And poor John,
But
right? He tried so
yeah.
hard.
But if it was in '09, it would have been fine because it's a different universe, so different styling cues and stuff like that.
That went into my assumption of saying it would be perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Stuart.
Let's see what you guys are saying.
Let's see how close I was.
S wins with 33%.
Fuck.
You were like 9% off on yours.
Oh fuck.
But you didn't get the win.
I was gonna give people the benefit of doubt that wouldn't say yes. I said A 35%, thinking that.
You'll live.
I know.
Next up, Robert Buckley says $2. They have started to make Prodigy shipwreck replicas. Yes, I can't wait to get my hands on the Protostar.
Yeah, the Voyager A just came up, but it's £85. It's like 115 Canadian. It's like original Eagle Moss, 10 for a standard size, and 20 for a big. 89. 4 times the biggest. I mean, that's laughable. Sorry, guys, but it's laughable. I know prices have gone up since then, but that is a luxury model. I mean, how much was the 350 scale? Like 500-600?
Tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 500.
500 American.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 3.5 times the price of the Voyager A.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's Tommy's very affordable. That's kind of their thing, right? It's like we're sort of undercutting ourselves a little bit to get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
And Sean Walslow Holdren throws in $2 and says Constitution class refit. She's a gem in my eye. She is in a lot of people's eyes, but $2 is $3 short of what we need.
Well, they did miss, hence why it's up there. He missed Jonathan L's last one, which was the Freedom class, which was nestled in his large super chat. It was the second one, I believe.
Oh, did I? Oh, I wondered why that was there.
That would be why.
Freedom class, absolute dog shit. I mean, what?
What?
Yeah, this is a very obvious kit bash and not done super well, if I'm honest.
And you were being honest there.
I mean, I try to be.
You do try.
Weird proportions with the windows. This is a Wolf 359 fleet ship. I like that it's a single nacelle, kind of finally canonizing single nacelle ships. I think that was the first real canon version of that. And 3 nacelle with the Niagara and stuff as well, which was cool. But yeah, the added thing on the bottom of the nacelle, not so awesome. Scaling of the windows, totally off. It's not a very attractive ship. Wouldn't want to see it in motion. I want to see it beside the Enterprise to see the size disparity. I want to see what the difference in scale is, because the windows definitely say it's a much smaller design. So yeah, not really a fan of the Niagara or the Freedom class. Personally,
it's effective in some ways and not in others. Right? I mean, I like the idea of some things. I like it. It links to the the one that came through cause and effect.
Oh, the Melbourne?
No, because that had the guns on the sides. It has that vibe along with Stargazer. Sometimes has guns on the bottom. So it's kind of there's connective tissue which I like.
Oh, the Bozeman.
Thank you. And it's damn heavily armed. Giant laser cannon, 3 phaser strips, and a torpedo launcher. For the Saladin be not E-armed at all, really. This thing is going to come for you. So this has although I just realised it's also got Jesus Christ, it's got a TMP refit torpedo at the top of bottom as well.
Yeah.
Just I guess those are the torpedoes, bombs, deflector. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. It is a weird one. I don't know what you guys are gonna. Yes, it is. I don't know what you guys are gonna place for it.
It really
Are you going to be
is
generous
so weird.
or be anything but? I don't know.
We got 20 votes and it's tied right now. A and D are tied.
A and D are tied.
And no votes for B, but there's a vote for C.
Interesting.
So we need one more vote, guys, to break the tie. Got 34 of you here, so we should definitely be getting more than 20 votes per. So hit that voting option.
Hit that vote button.
C went up, so it didn't help to break the tie. Good job.
Well, our audience is amazing.
They are.
They are smart. They make us go, as we know.
Yeah.
I would probably place it as a low C, because D is the insult class of ship for me, and C you could
I think C. I think C for me.
because you could easily improve this thing with very little changes. With all stuff in D is like,
Oh, there's so many things I would do to this. First, to upscale it.
ooh,
so
that's a bit
like
of a naughty way to say that. All things you do to
Galaxy
this.
class size. Shut up. And keep the Galaxy class style neck that curves in towards the nacelle would be awesome. Like, I'd like to see a single nacelle kind of Galaxy class scaled ship. Get rid of that stupid, ridiculous gun on it. Like, come on now.
If only got a show where they kit bash models together, Stuart.
Right?
If only we had that.
Go watch Trekyards Starship Creator. It's not the official name, but it's kind of the unofficial name of.
Yep.
Us ruining perfectly good ships.
Hey. We do what no one else has the balls to do.
Right. Right.
Because they have common sense.
All right. 24 votes. I'm ending it right now. 42% say D.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Rimmer. Okay. Is that an insult? Or is that a threat? You'll know when it's a threat, Rimmer. I'm just saying okay, whatever. Okay.
Yes.
Gonna kill that man. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Jonathan Earl throws in $5
Ooh.
with DS9, Elite Observer, Warp Delta, Ross class ship. We can get one of these. So DS9 it is. It's the first one on the list.
Damn icon.
Space.
Nice to get an icon in. Because that's a proper icon. And
Yes.
again, guys, PayPal 241, Trekyards@hotmail.com. We love the super chats, but each one will be a notably higher amount with the same relative value to you on the PayPal. This is a tricky one because it's a very different thing. Space station.
Yeah, I mean, if it's does what it was supposed to do, like wasn't the description, it has to be easily recognizable to like a child from across the room, and it stands out and does that. Very unique layout as far as 3 spires instead of 4, which most people would probably go to first. And including the Cardassian aesthetic as well, like their neck ridges and some interesting design choices that really make it kind of stand out. Yeah. I like DS9. I don't like the new DS9, but that's no one.
That's a
should.
story for a different time.
Yeah.
Get it?
Scaling with different ships is odd because different ships are different sizes depending on where they're docked and when. So it's kind of an oddity in that regard, but it's not the station's fault.
The best kind of docking pylons are ones that shift depending on who's in them or who's next to them.
Perfect, yeah.
It's the new texture. In the future, a replica will matter. In this universe, we have replicatable alternate docking pylon pattern buffer pylon doors.
Yeah, I still got one of these. I see. There's a whole bunch of shit that's gonna be making an appearance soon. Yeah. Awesome design, awesome show. What can I say? Although a little bit cheap because it stole its design from Empok Nor or the other station. I can't remember the title. It's fine. Anyway, what are you guys saying? Go vote in the poll. 21 votes. I think there's a clear winner here, or a clear tier winner. But hey.
Oh yeah, I mean she's obviously great. She's one of those ones where it's so simple in terms of anything with repeating parts. It's like, I get it. But if you don't do a good first part, then it all breaks down. I like aesthetically the pylons. I like aesthetically the docking pod. I like aesthetically the... So for me, luckily, the pieces are pretty well formed. I mean, the only things I'd say, like, I'm not quite sure what the Greeblies do on the outside of the docking ring. There's a lot of them. Don't quite know what they do. And there's a little lacking detail in the connection between the outer ring to the inner ring. They're just sort of like plates. But that said, I love the fact they've got very integrated and well done doors that go down for the runabouts, and obviously all of the other various pylons. Kind of hard to really get a sense of those pylons, given that you primarily just see that little door in and out, which normally has like a runabout door style thing. But this giant pylon with a single little door feels odd because it's quite a large station, right? But you see Cisco in one episode looking out on an open pylon, and it's the top one. It's like, oh, it actually is that. It's a very small door in that giant station. It's using all that clearing. And I really wish we could see like a deck plan or like a view of the turbolift going down. Just like, cause what the hell's in that except just turbolift, right? I don't think there's going to be anything really meaningful in that.
Well, I can tell you they got the DS9 tech manual with the cutaways.
It's true. It's true.
Well, let's see what you guys are saying. 25 votes. S tier wins with 64%.
Good. I say good to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's great. And a lot of good angles. A lot of good angles on that one.
So next up is Richard Lau with £5 as the Ross class.
Oh, I did have that. But that didn't go. Oh. Come on, you.
Mm-hmm. I like the Ross class. It's an improvement, in my opinion, on the well, mainly somewhat of an improvement on the Galaxy class. There are a few design elements I'm not the biggest fan of, like the kind of shape of the struts from the top are a little odd, but I like the more Enterprise C or Ambassador class styled secondary hull, at least the front deflector. There's a lot, like I'm a big fan of the Ross class. Some of the markings on the top of the saucer, though, which are very similar to the Enterprise E markings, I don't think are necessary. Those like black triangles, but other than that, it's quite a fine looking ship. The secondary hull shape is really nice and speaks to me, especially from the front. Yeah, I don't even mind the struts. I mean, the struts are fine, but I don't think I would have gone so far with those as far as sweeping them back like that. But yeah, I like the Ross class.
For me, she screams game ship.
That's what she is.
I agree. But she screams like...
Well, she's also canon now, too, though.
Yeah. Like, no one on the team at Voyager, Enterprise, Nemesis, they would not have made this for loads of reasons. I see the it's made by a fan all across this. It's not necessarily bad, but I'm surprised by how many people love this as a better design, because it's lost so much the elegance of the Galaxy class in favor of a very CG feeling. You know, you've taken a very classic elegance and lost it. It's not elegant at all. It's doing other things though. It feels more detailed. There's more stuff going on for no reason. You know, it's definitely a step down for the Galaxy for me. Although it has got some cool things. And it just shows that everyone likes the Sovereign, so everyone gets a Sovereign style variant. You know, why is the deflector a giant Sovereign deflector? Like, you know. But that's just me. It's a big old step backwards. That's okay.
Let's see what everybody else is saying with 22 votes. A wins with 45%. C was second at 41%.
Oh, damn. Okay. Interesting.
All right. Next up, we got Robert Buckley with $5 Apollo class non-refit from Star Trek Legacy.
Again, didn't know what that was exactly, because the Apollo class comes up as the as the TMP one, but that implies a refit, which means if it's not, then it's the Saladin, which was don't know why not calling it a Saladin class then. So I'm not a bit confused because, like I said, these two both are Apollo classes.
I think I know what he's looking at.
Yeah, because I knew that as being the left hand side one, but that's a refit, so like it can't be that. Why don't you say Saladin? Don't know. Clarify, because not enough to work out what it is. Let us know. Oh, that crashed. Good stuff. Let's see. Actually crash.
Here, hold on. I think
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not really coming up, is it? I think I know the one he's talking about, which is a 4 nacelled TOS design.
The single nacelle. Yeah, you mean Saladin?
No, I mean the Apollo.
Well, no, he just said Rob Buckley, the single nacelle.
Okay.
Yeah. Saladin class, okay.
The Saladin class.
But I guess
did a video on it.
That's where he knows it from, then that's fair, I suppose.
People were asking. We did a video on it. Go watch it. The Saladin and Hermes classes, which are very similar. Single nacelled Franz Joseph designs. Very kind of standard kit bash type ship. Done better than the Freedom class, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I love the diversity in Franz Joseph's technical manual. Love the single nacelled ship idea. Love the 3 nacelled ship idea. So yeah, this was one of the ones I grew up with and love. The addition of the deflector dish where it is seems a little bit odd, but kind of appropriate for the time period as well. So I'm not really huge, detractor. It's not really a huge deterrent for me. There are better designed incorporated deflectors that people did after the fact, but I kind of like the jankiness 1960s look of that one. So yeah, I'm a fan of the single nacelle design, but I'd probably personally only give it a C in my opinion. So
see, it's funny because if you go by classicness, effectiveness, it's like S tier. But if you go for creativity and style points, it's like a D.
Yeah,
it's not quite like the Nebula class. It's like if the Nebula class was literally just no pod, take out neck, put like if it was everything but, you'd be like, oh, that's not. I mean, it's fine, right? So this works really well. Is it creative and interesting? No. Is it good? Yes. They're right there by judge upon those metrics. It is just a Connie unconified. Blaster, right? But I love them. I would use them. I have used them. I like them. And I prefer variants that do more interesting things with the deflector or not. But that's okay. It's a very fluid platform to change and tweak, and I really like the versions that include the shuttle bay at the back and the top. I think it's often really classy. It implies a mission profile where it's needed, which I like. That tells me something without telling me something. So yeah, it's a real classic.
Yeah, I don't know why it says Apollo class in the game. It's never been an Apollo class. That's just stupid. But
well, yeah, but if they didn't own the rights to FASA, then they couldn't.
They didn't have the rights.
They
didn't have the rights to Franz Joseph.
Yeah, then they couldn't call it that. So
yeah, but
I know they aren't fans though.
It's fucking stupid.
I know.
24 votes. The winner is A with 33%.
Okay.
And then C and D are tied at 25% each.
Okay then. Interesting.
Alrighty. Jonathan Earl, $5. USS Ares NCC 1650. And then USS Franklin Freedom class. That's the one I actually submitted earlier.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go for the one for the $5, the USS Ares.
Yeah, Freedom was an additional thing invented after. There's a real Freedom class, and then like I think Stowe called it Freedom class.
Yeah.
Which is fine, just that's not what comes up first, because there is a Freedom class and there's they call it Freedom class. I mean, they're both
So
fictional, but you know what I mean.
so the Ares, I like the ship design. It very much fits in with the TOS aesthetic. I think Sean Joe and everyone else did a good job with the design aesthetic. It feels very Beetle-like though. The secondary hull, the shape of it, the shell feels like a Beetle shell. But I do like it as a similar to a Miranda class, but not. Also, the torpedo tubes and stuff in the secondary hull are really great addition. Um, and then the cells, the way they're mounted with the banner on the top there, I think that looks really cool. It's a good configuration for a ship, and I think fits very naturally with the TOS fleet aesthetic. So great job.
Yeah, it's you know, real classic because it just kind of it's trying to be a modernistic classic. Anytime you're going to give a talented model maker like Tobias Richter the budget to make a good model and nice lighting, obviously it looks wonderful, right? It's trying to. It's the hero of the piece, and it just shows the limitations of a lot of the designs where a fan's lighting making it and that extra oomph can often be all you need, kind of thing. So yeah, it's a very effective ship. It hallmarks well. I'm not quite sure what, why, how, and who the Bassards, you know, or you know, but that's okay. They're good. I like the Aztecing. I like the gold bridge dome, the aft torpedoes. I think it has like 4 tubes at the back, like kind of circles. Giant shuttle bay, lots of blinkies. Could have had more Kelvin, because I know that Tobias built the Kelvin first for FedCon. And this is a departure from that, of course. Yeah, it's classic. And blue deflectors, I'm sure you're happy about. Yeah, it does what the brief was for it to do. Which makes sense. That's what you tend to do with briefs. Right?
I wear briefs.
What?
Under my pants. Anyway, it's fine.
It's good. It would definitely win awards for good classic version ship.
Yeah.
If there were such awards for fans.
And we have 16 votes, and we've got a tie right now. So if anybody wants to vote, we do have 34 of you here and 29 likes. Hit the like button as well. Let's get those likes up to 35 if we can.
Okay.
But go vote in the poll so we can break that tie. It would be appreciated. The tie has been broken. The tie has... wow, it's shifting back and forth between the two. So 23 votes. If anybody else wants to vote, we'll give you like another minute or so. But
where would you place it as a Starfleet ship design in a sort of lineage?
Me personally, I would probably put this at a B. Yeah.
High, low, mid.
High.
Yeah.
I could easily be convinced to make it an A because it does fit so well in the TOS fleet aesthetic, but yeah, I'd have to go a high B, I think.
I feel like if you were retroing this more,
yeah,
a bit younger, and therefore the nacelles could be more different, therefore more designed would benefit because it's
I kind of like the nacelle design that they have, though. The thing that bothers me is the secondary hull shape. Something about it just has always bugged me. It doesn't quite feel right to me. Like I said, it feels like a beetle, and it just, I don't know. Something about that needs to change for me to make it higher. But
so the reason I say nacelles is that because they're so similar, they aren't getting as many creativity points. Whereas if it was a slightly older ship, they could be more original. Blah blah. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a pretty great one.
all right. Well, 29 votes. B wins with 41%. Right there with the Pacific 201 NX, which is kind of appropriate in a weird kind of way. All right. Let's do that. Next up, we've got Sergeant Montgomery with $5. So thank you.
Hey, good to see.
Akira class and her 15 torpedo launchers. Yeah, the Akira class is a nice new addition to the First Contact fleet. It was really great to see it. It's got some really nice design cues. It's sleek. and it looks mean. Like that rotary torpedo thing on the top is such a cool idea. The front shuttle bay as well is also kind of an odd thing to do. But I mean, we've seen that for quite a long time as well. With the Federation class dreadnought from Franz Joseph had a front-facing shuttle bay, so it's kind of neat to incorporate that into something newer. But yeah, to see this in motion looks really good. It's got unique nacelle designs compared to a lot of the other ships, and it definitely was a standout in the first contact fleet, so or the Borg killing fleet, I guess. Yeah, and then it went on to influence things like the Luna class and the NX-01. So it's a very important ship in the whole Star Trek history. But yeah, I like the Akira class. It can stay.
I mean, this is definitely the standout of that fleet. It's the least silly, but one of the briefest to make weird different ships. All fair, right? And because it was a time when they cared about the continuity a lot more, they put, guess what? The RTS thrusters, the phase strips, the escape pod, the impulse engines. So you look at it, and it might not be your favourite, but you get it. It works. Huzzah. Right? Yeah, it's great. It's there's not a lot of problems with it per se. The pontoons and the way the middle bit of the bridge dome is not the best, but they've wrote themselves into a corner with it, and there's not much you can do to get out of it. But also, it's been protected, right? I see some logic. Never been a fan of the front shuttle bays per se, but I see the logic. I just wouldn't do them, but that's personal preference. I love the side torpedo launchers in the source, which no one ever knows about because you can't really see them, but they're there. Great nacelles. Weird chunky details at the front. Very small impulse engines. Underwhelming, but that's okay. But really solid. I expect high marks from her, from our chat. I expect high marks.
Robert Buckley says she's the NX with upside down nacelles. No, sir. The NX is her with upper nacelles.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing.
Watch our video. It's fantastic because it gets right into the gritty.
Yeah, he gets quite passionate about that.
As he should, because he stole a lot of the designs elements one for one.
He didn't steal anything. He did what he was told and then changed it. Thank God.
No, I mean, you can still change every detail like 10%. And the one he didn't, he stole because they're one for one.
Well, there's still a lot of changes.
Oh, yeah. Loads.
It could have been a lot worse if the producers had their way.
It's remarkable how different, but therefore it's funny when the things are one for one. Like, literally. But yeah, very different.
Yeah. But with 28 votes, this wins S tier with 71%.
Oh, is that our biggest majority so far for? That might be our highest score of anything so far.
Maybe.
Damn. Boy. If we did a poll at the end with the top, if this is the only S's, that's not toss of course, which is the best S, with now the poll, if you guys have voted, that'd be interesting.
All right, next up is Olivia with $5 saying, did you know hitting the like button makes Sam happy? Hit the like and Sam will be happy. Yeah, hit the like button, guys.
We've got...
moving on, though.
how many
you
likes
don't
we
have to
got?
put one in if you want.
What, 33 likes. So 34 will be happier.
You can do 40.
Ooh, I got one. There you go. Random
What
one.
are we doing?
I already had it in my...
Why?
Oh, for Olivia's.
Oh.
That's such a classic.
Sure, yeah. The time ship. They went for different, and they got different. I like the purple on it. Interesting shapes.
Right, quick fire on this one, guys. It's a bonus one to throw in.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of the Crenham time ship? Rank it so. I don't know. It's fine. Don't feel like talking about it right now.
Fair enough. No, I think she's great. She's absolutely what that story needed. She's dramatic. She's effective. She means business. Beatly, energetic. You definitely feel through the design that there's a power core and everything is coming to the head in the crystal. There's a flow of motion of the design. Like you can almost Death Star visualize. The back has power that is transforming each ball, does something magic to the beam, whatever, and it like there's a real flow to it, which is nice. Inelegant, inorganic, whatever, but if you saw this, you'd be like, no. And there's some very nice shots in the episode. You know, and if you're playing interiors, nice interiors, good LCARs, great cast, and two of the best Voyager episodes. So I'd put this a pleasantly mid to high B. I prefer it to the NX01 other one because that's not very creative, really. This is also Babylon 5 with shit on it, but that's you know.
We currently have a tie between B and C. So guys, hit that vote button, I guess. Go vote. There's enough of you here. Let's break the tie.
Vote!
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 Let's vote, guys. Let's break this tie.
I love the amount of NX era representation in this live because that never happens. So I commend that because each era should be represented and talked about because each one legitimately has some absolute marvels, especially the Rainforest ship and the McGee. But we wouldn't have to talk about those would be really.
Now we have a three-way tie, so we need even more of a tie break.
That's not the kind of three-way Stuart likes.
Oh, we were for there we go. I'm gonna end it right there. Boom. B wins with 32%.
Okay. Just obviously, but
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So there we go. All right. Jonathan Earl, $10. Elite Observer and Warp Delta. So
Like I
this
said.
the Elite Observer.
Like I said, NX representation. I love it. Appreciate you all.
I mean, this is a civilian ship in space. It's like a cruise liner. Never really been a fan. It feels like it's missing something. I mean, the nacelles you can see built in there, but I don't know. It could be better. It could also be worse. It's fine. The stacking on top is kind of rudimentary, but yeah, not really a fan. It feels like a flying iron or a shoe. Doesn't feel like anything really special. So
Yeah, it's exactly what it needs to be, right? A civilian transport craft, basic and yet really freaking curved. And the fact of integrated nacelles and whatever nacelles is like, oh, that's really advanced. Like that, like you wouldn't have to do much to make this a Voyager era ship, would you? Really?
no.
Because the integration of those things is like, yep. Maybe it would have been cool if the thing had pylons that had it, so it stayed like this in standard configuration, and when it was going to warp, they made it come out like the Phoenix. So technically it's integrated, but to go to warp, it has to fold out. I mean, if we didn't see it at warp, that could have been a thing, but I've seen the model and it doesn't have that. But that actually would have made a lot of sense. And it kind of more advanced than the X01 because, you know, no line of sight and, well, I mean, maybe it does the back, but it's oddly advanced for what it is. But hey, maybe there's one Federation member, civilian, that just happened to invent really good tech. And this is their one, I don't know, right? You know, maybe this is the Ferrari of the civilian world, and they rented it, you know?
Well, this one doesn't have the F option, but it might be worth it because 52% are saying it's D.
Well, it's not as bad as McGee. It's a pleasant design.
Oh, to me it is.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I would never have. I don't know if I would have classed it as an F, but I don't. This and the McGee are kind of the same kind of.
Damn. I mean, as we said previously, if you want to put in, anyone wants to put in $5, we can re-roll. You are welcome. Happy to do that. Yeah, I would set a low C.
Well, we'll end it here then with 26 votes. 54% say D.
What is that class people are asking me in the chat for?
All right, next up is the Warp Delta. Much better design for sure. This would have been kind of neat as the Enterprise, honestly. It's got quite a unique shape. But yeah, I think it's one of those ones that looks sleek and fast, just standing still. And I kind of like that with ships. And to be the Delta, I mean, it's kind of a neat, it's a good shape. It's a good arrow shape. So feels like something that Rick would have designed. Arrowhead. But yeah, I like it better than the last one we looked at, the Elite Observer.
Yeah, I mean, it's uber simple. I'm sure Doug loves it because he really wanted a pointy Voyager or pointy Enterprise. You know, he was already, hence that's what the Altair is, right? Yeah, it's just how do you do a non-saucer nacelle pylon Enterprise, starship point and interconnect, but it works well. It feels proto. This would feel very out of place for anything post NX era because everything's moved forwards, right? But as a Dauntless saucer point triangle, I love alt shapes in the NX era. They're just testing, and every ship is like 5-10 years old because they don't make enough ships. Ships take too long to build, so therefore every ship is either old or that's the last ship we built, kind of thing. Yeah, it's a great design, works well. The fact that it has some NX era tropes, the back warp sustainer, but the earlier version is nice. Yeah, it's a fun, real simple fun thing, and I appreciate John when he's working on NX or Enterprise, how many variants he came up with of proto nacelles, because he did a lot.
Yes. Let's see what you guys are saying. 22 votes. C wins with 55%. So we're going to throw that in C.
Okay, interesting.
All right, Richard Lau, £5. Forgive me, Commander, but a simulated Voyager.
Simulated Voyager, no problem there.
It's just Voyager with shit on it. So I mean, if you like the intrepid design and kind of a green glow, you're good to go.
I hate this
zombified Voyager.
Yeah, might be an S in that regard because if people love Voyager, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what you guys are saying. Go vote. SACB.
I like it. I think it was a very effective thing. It's always literally just nanoprobes, giant, shoved on the Voyager model. But, for a show that had such little ability money-wise to change the ship each time, obviously was nice to see. I like the green glow. I think it did a good job. And although I rewatched part of Scorpion last week for some reason, and they fire torpedoes out of the left bulbous detail, and it's like, there's nothing there to fire torpedoes out of. There's not any tubes, but it's Borg tube, so it doesn't matter because there's presumably something. Am I right?
Yes. Well, 21 votes. This gets an S tier, 38%. Dun 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 dun. 39% now with 23 votes. So we will throw it up there. It's just the Intrepid class with stuff on it, so it's fine. Classic for real, $2. The Akira had unique nacelle designs, you mean? No, I don't know what you mean by that. It still does have unique nacelle designs. Jonathan Earl, $10. NX Classic, Doug Drexler's.
I said NX love it, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all right. I wasn't blown away when I first saw it. I remember that. I thought it looked kind of stupid being flat and pancakey like it was with no secondary hull. I mean, they pushed for a secondary hull, but they didn't get one. So it's fine. It grew on me over time though, and it's one of those ones that's odd because it looks interesting and good in motion from some angles. There's a lot of angles that it's too thin of a silhouette to look good. I hate the profile view of it from the side. Front's much better, but it's still kind of sleek and too slender. But yeah, 3/4 views and stuff of it can look really good. So yeah, it's an all right ship. It's not one of my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but
Robert said there is 10 unused.
dollars, because he has, I don't know where he's getting that number from, but
Yeah.
anyway, guys, go vote and see what is going on with the NX-01.
Because we did Elite Warp Delta, we did NX, we'll do Frank after this, we'll do NX Archer class and Vulcan, so those are all accounted for. Classic put in some things in the PayPal which is unaccounted for, but do you mean his? Because all of yours are being done currently, so I'm sure. Clarify.
We'll just,
But yeah, we have a few from Classic in the PayPal, which is fun. Mostly fun. And we like mostly fun.
all right. Do you have anything to say about this?
I like her more and more. Up to the point I like her quite a lot. Model's great. Best detail model of the time. Love the interiors, as in the you see them. Deflector's nice. Would be nice to see Doug's big invention of the rails, because that's his justification for the lines. Otherwise, they're just lines. I like the fact there's these red and green bulbs in either side of the registry for no discernible reason. They're just things that, yeah, they're nice and great in themselves. So yeah, overall pretty darn good, but not pretty darn great, if you know what I mean.
Robert Buckley says it's all the $2 chats. Well, that's not how that works. People can throw in $2 chats to say whatever. It doesn't add up to other ships.
Yep.
So just help and support the channel, and we appreciate that.
If you told us, I add on to his 5, in theory, but you know that involves a coordination.
Yes, we need to be told that, because otherwise it's just thank you for supporting the channel. You're just saying something you want to say, right? So.
Yes, which we appreciate and need.
Yes. So guys, let's see. We got 54% on S with 28 votes. We'll go with that as a win. Nothing else is close to that. So you guys think the NX-01 is S-tier? It's a hero ship.
Yeah, I mean there is argument to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously the love factor, right? You know, always brings me Dave Bessick. It's his favorite, and it's like, okay.
And Jonathan Rose continues with USS Franklin, 22nd Century Freedom Class.
That helps. Thank you. The name of the ship often helps. Because we can only Google so fast.
We talked about this the other day. It's an interesting precursor to the NX-01, and to say that Sean Hargraves never saw the NX-01 before designing this is absolute bullshit, in my opinion. But
at least his brain saw it, even if he didn't clock it.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah.
It was originally designed to be the other upside down as well, with the nacelles down.
Which it wasn't in the end.
Yeah, it looks interesting, but it's a very small ship, not much going on. You can see like literally the size of it because you can look through the front window and see the bridge. And yeah, it's an interesting design. It's very much NX-01 in its vibe, and kind of the plating is odd though. I've always found it odd around the saucer. But you know, it's the Kelvinverse. It's fine. It can get away with that stuff.
Yeah, I've got a real soft spot for this because of the first new ship we had in God knows how long that was technically Prime. Yeah. And it wasn't god awful. And that was the criterion it had to follow, and it achieved that. And that's we're such a field day reviewing it. Yeah, the saucer's nice. I like the cutout. I like the nacelles. They taper a bit too much. The blades are a bit too much, but if you just take out the blades, the orange is great. The fact that it has nothing on the bottom really, but the thing crashes and didn't really see the bottom of it. I get it. Should have had visible weapons and torpedoes and such. But it's also a post-war refit. So it's kind of a technicality within that. Not that you could design that into it really. But yeah, definitely nice in general, with a very few tweaks, as I did in the Ron Moore fan film. Very few tweaks to make it Prime. And I did it. And it was great. Yeah.
And with 24 votes, 42% say D, which I think is a little low for this.
Oh damn, Stuart! That's a shock. That's okay. What, Stuart? This is a crazy list, by the way, of all over the place.
Yeah. Wow. Kind of sick of this era though.
Well, we never talk
But
about
hey,
it, so it's kind of time to
classic
shine.
for real, $2. Quantum Time Ship versus USS Relativity. Oops, wrong live.
Yes.
Yes. Should we switch to PayPal now to get her out of
Yeah.
the way?
Yeah.
There's nothing insane there at all. Let's see. He's got $10. He says, "Classic Crew wants the rainforest ship."
So
I won't read them all.
finally,
I'm just gonna, yeah.
it'll be somewhere apart from F, unless you decide. Yeah.
Holographic ship from the future that is basically a sanctuary, or a protected park, if you will, with holographic imaging as a whole. Interesting. It's a circle. It's a donut. It's a glass donut.
Yummy.
Yeah. So go vote. What do you guys think? Kind of interesting idea for civilian ship. So
You've said it all, Stuart. You really have said it all.
sure.
Yeah, it's a nice, classic, effective ship. That is confusing, but also not. But also yes. Would have been nice to have seen one shot in it, as if they planned it. It wasn't just a random Easter egg thing or a random throw, but thing they did, like the Voyager. Jay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I like it some, but I just wish it wasn't hollow. I wish it was more transparent, holographical hull. So it was like actually fully a hull, but also was fully holographically see-through because fun. Yeah. Oh,
All right.
our audience. My faith is restored, Stuart.
With 18 votes, F wins with 56%.
And I know that B is classic.
And then he goes on to say the Fenla. Oh, no, I mean the Deerstad class,
Yes.
which is awesome. The USS Intrepid from Picard.
Which Nick Kirk was thrilled to tell me that apparently, what's the company called that makes them now?
Monster replicas.
Yes.
Fan Home.
Yes.
They have a bunch of different names.
Yeah,
not Fan Home. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, those guys. They've now changed officially to be the Intrepid, not the Curry. Whatever. So he's Intrepid. So he's like, whoa, finally, because it's obviously the Intrepid in the show, and they made an odd choice to make it not the Intrepid.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Beautiful ship design. I think Bill Crouse did awesome with this. I love this kind of configuration. This is one I definitely need to get a model of. All of his iterations across all the eras are really great, but this one is really it's an interesting design idea, and I want to know what the form follows function point is of the way it's designed, but it definitely has a kind of artistic vibe to it. And it's so cool in this show as well, except the fact that there's fire and smoke in space, but that like growling like it's alive, um really kind of added to the like awesomeness of it for me. I just like the design. I think it's really really nice. I can't wait to get one.
Yeah, she's great. She's got many a flaw, but it's a design. I mean, everything in Cousin Through is rushed, right? And Doug did a great job taking Bill's not this era design, make it more logical for the design era. But they just needs to be a high poly model that made a bit more sense. But you also weren't ever going to see it that close. Oh wait, they showed it that close. Ha! Yeah, great. Well, I can see people hating it because it's weird. But also it's well, yeah, it is weird, right? Very few ships, there are many ships that are just weird. Like the Elite Observer, right? It's weird. This is weird. But for me, it works. Personal preference. So I like it. I mean, it's not my favorite by any means, but I like it pretty well. It just needs one more pass of proper detail logic, and it'd be solid, be golden, right? Just one more.
Well, 23 votes, 48% of you say C for this one. So we'll throw it down in C category. All right. And then Classic Frio goes on to say the Lamar class, which is already on the board. So and then his next one was chat's choice. So we can select 2 from the chat, if you would like.
I see Raj says Rom the Deredex. That is an all-time classic. There it is. Really dark picture. Don't know why.
They know what it looks like. Who cares?
Well said.
So the Deredex, the new Romulan ship. The only time we've seen a new Romulan ship since TOS. Which was a great design in TOS, and then they became Klingon ships, and we're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden this came out, and it was... I love the idea that we didn't know the scale of it compared to the Enterprise for the longest time. Andrew Probert did a good job with this. Definitely has its own unique vibe and unique configuration for sure, with that big empty negative space in the middle. But yeah, definitely imposing and very alien in the design language, I gotta say. Got the bird elements in there as well, so yeah, I think it's definitely a classic from Star Trek, and needs to get some love. So
No, it's a classic, and I'm being for real about that. Thanks. I mean, it's definitive. If this isn't an S, there should be a mild riot. You know, it's so definitively incredible, and it is hard to compare because it's so specific and effective. Yeah, even the silliness of it, you know, the huge amount of wasted space is literally there just to make people go, what? Therefore, Starfleet go, what? As you do. Because it's giant. But if you actually compress it down to have true space, it'd be a lot smaller. And that's okay. That is okay.
All right, with 22 votes, S wins with 73% for this one. So, dun, dun, dun.
Nice. Good.
All right, and then there's one more from the chat.
Yes.
So I'll let you pick one.
Already did.
Oh, perfect. The Cerritos, the California class. This was an odd one, because this one I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? And then it definitely grew on me the more we talked about it. Now it's kind of got a unique, interesting place in my heart. And I love seeing different versions of it, different eras. Like there's a movie era one, which I think is really great. So yeah, it is also a hero ship, so it should get some love. But yeah, this is a second contact ship, engineering ship, kind of support vessel, and unique configuration for the nacelles, which is an interesting choice. Feels a little bit older than the Galaxy class, like end of the Lost era, I would say. But yeah, the Cali class has come out in force in lower decks and do some really good work, so you got to give them that. Unique configuration, which I never would have thought to do necessarily, but worked really well. And like I said, it's really grown on me, and it's an interesting design. So
yeah, its gentle ugliness is part of its charm. It ain't there to win sexy awards. It ain't there to win good looking awards. It's there to win, I guess, just second contact awards. And that's okay. Possibly better in a way. You know? Yeah, it's logical, mostly. It's TNG-ish. Yes, I do not appreciate the 95... I mean, people bitch at my having so many warp nacelles and pylons, etc. I get it on the horizon. But why the hell does it have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 Bassard line hole strips per Bassard is dumb. Sorry. Nope. Right? You don't need that. Have one. Have two if you need
I
it.
like that. Looks like it's not covered. Like that's how
So cover it.
Collectors would look.
That's bad management then. Like on day 2 you should
you
cover
don't have
it.
to argue with me. I'm just...
No, I know, but like that's the point. It's saying something about being. It doesn't work, right? It's old. It's whatever. That's part of the fun of it. So therefore, ugly in a good way. Did I get that? Okay. But yeah, vote, because it is still a hero. It is still a classic. And designed ugliness is effective. Ethos and Lightship. Okay. Let's get those in as well. Trying to keep up with the chat. Oh, come on. Alright, Mr. YouTube save. Come on. There
So
we
let's see. The chat's saying with 21 votes, S tier wins with 52%.
Pretty good. And second top was A. Smash win. Well done, Cerritos. You have
We're running
clearly
out of S tier slots, guys.
yeah, well, yeah. But that's that. I you know, not that Mike's going to see this, but well done, Mike, because he designed a ship that people clearly resonate with. Well done, because it's not easy to do. I don't know if many of the modern hero ships would be S tier. I guess Strange Worlds is. I guess Prodigy. Well, maybe. I'm just saying. Well done.
Yeah. All right, moving back to the super chats. Robert Buckley, $10. NX Archer class.
I don't know what that is, so I skipped it because I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Nothing came up.
Vulcan NX era cruiser.
Yes.
Personally, I'm not a fan of the Vulcan cruisers from NX era.
So there's no Robert because nothing came up.
Yeah. I like the idea of the ring, and then using a ring type warp nacelle. That's great. Also, where it connects is kind of cool. Kind of just supports it up, which is neat. But the color and the design is very lazy. I get it. It's probably a logical design, sure, but this one just doesn't really do it for me. There are better Vulcan ones, but I like that they have their own unique look and style, and even the color, the red color to match Vulcan is kind of cool. So overall, though, I would not give this a high mark. This should probably be a D for me. But hey, what do I know?
Some things, that's why we're here. Yeah, I mean, I like how big it feels in the episodes it's in. It has a weight to it that gives the Vulcan some weight, and that works well. Yeah, simple, effective. I don't quite know what the green lines are. I think they're meant to be windows, but different sorts. I like this ring and the way it connects is it's so easy just to put on the top and have it be gravity based. But this feels anti-logical for 8-brain, so therefore I like it. But yeah, the main hull is too pointy and stretched. And if you compare the original Doug version, because the first version, to the Pierre Droulet upgrade version, really different shapes. And this one I dislike more because it's disproportioned. But if you're going for that long, extended shape, I get why, and it works. Just not as the same personal preference to the television.
See what you guys are saying. Robert Buckley says it's a fan version, but I can't even find that. Let's see. 40% of 20 votes give it a D. So would this have been an F from anybody? Put it in the chat.
I'd be shocked if it would be. It's still an effective Vulcan ship. Just not everyone's favorite necessarily.
Goes on to Classic for Real then $5. Thanks for reminding me, Sam. USS Altair, aka the Flying Boomerang Delta com badge. Yeah. Great design. And then the Congo class is essentially this with like a saucer put on it, which would have again been a better Enterprise J. No, I think Doug did a really good one with this design. It's kind of unique and out of the box, outside the box. I wish it would have been used in a more formal capacity. I mean, it was in the Ships of the Line, I think, but other than that, it's close to canon, I guess.
Although, how would you place it? Because it's more advanced than anything in canon until the future stuff. So it'd have to have been in because he's a Discovery season 3, 4, and 5.
Discovery season?
Yeah, well, because it's 26th century. So
Oh,
You'd need it to be
Oh,
that
yeah.
and an old ship. So it's really hard one to place down, right? Because the nacelles are the J and they're just the J nacelles. So it's a
Yeah.
J era ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to pin down. But it would have been amazing to see in Discovery Season 3, 4, and 5, in the future. Just an old ship.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say boomerang either. It kind of looks like a pterodactyl flying
Ooh.
backwards. It's got the long beak and then the wings kind of.
Mm.
But yeah, I like the idea. I like the kind of different thinking that was applied to it to
Mm-hmm.
not have it be a standard Starfleet look. So yeah, wish we would have seen more of it.
Or any of it. Because only those that follow Doug know it. Pretty much. And that's okay. Yeah, so originally a Voyager concept that he then fleshed out further to make a J concept. It's so sleek. It like loses most of what Star Trek ships are while retaining most of what Star Trek ships are.
Yes.
But it also doesn't have the weediness of the J because it's clearly much smaller, even though it isn't. Well, it is. Like the window scale at the front doesn't make any sense given how close it is to the D. So it implies it's a very small ship, but those windows are tiny, which means every big ship, which is not a tool. Like it needs to be a small craft. It needs to be. I don't know what the comparison would be, but it's a small craft. But yeah, it's cool. It's effective while being really simple.
It's so advanced it has mass shifting, so it changes size.
What?
That's what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But the chat is saying with 21 votes and 48%, this is going in C. Right there with the Duderstad class, which is kind of also unique, interesting shape. So that's good. Looks much better than the Enterprise J, says Jonathan Earl. Yeah, I mean, Robert Buckley, $2. Just hit the like. Yeah, and now there's 10 unused, but that's not quite how that works, Robert. But thank you. Richard Lau, £5. 32nd century Credence class. Again, wish. Oh, sorry.
And it's now announced as one of the new physical miniatures, and people are like, "What is that?" And it's like,
Yes,
"Yep,
that's
that
what I was
was
just
a
about
one
to
shot."
say.
Oh,
Yeah,
death.
I wish it would have been shown more because this is one of the future designs I like. I guess it's because it's kind of dreadnoughty with the looks like a third nacelle up there. I'm not a big fan of the very blunt, flat front end, but
It was a choice.
yeah, overall, there's some interesting shapes here that I like. And again, why not show off some of the things that people might like a little bit more than what they did instead of showing us what they showed us? Yeah, this is one that stands out from the 32nd century that I can get behind. I do like this. So,
Yeah, but as we've done several pieces about it, and it feels like an unused season 1 concept with the this is the Star Trek Online version, but the original model felt very much like the copper of Discovery season 1. The window details the same, a lot of the paneling's the same. It kind of doesn't know what it wants to be or when or how or who, and yet has like 8 detached nacelle parts.
yeah,
And attached. This doesn't show it, but the secondary hull. But it works in a lot of ways. It's like, let's throw shit at the wall, and we kind of made a mid-tier painting that someone would happily buy for a decent amount of money.
let's throw shit at the wall. That's why it's flat at the front. Good job.
No, it's not perfect, but it makes a lot of interesting choices, and a lot of them work. And actually, Stowe put phaser strips back on. Ha! That's hilarious.
Good.
Well, hilarious. I'm interested to see. I didn't go for the House of Lois because no one's gonna give it an S. I'd be like, it's not an S legacy worthy, but damn sure it's on F. So we're in the middle, people. We're in the middle, right?
Well, according to the chat, 20 votes, 50%. Give it a D.
Damn. There you go.
Which is a shame because out of the 32nd century ships, it's one of the better ones in my opinion.
Which unfortunately is not saying much.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Jonathan Earl again, $10. SS Ilios from Picard.
Dun,
dun, dun.
Should be there.
It's not.
Mm. What about? Let you fix that. Ilios.
Damn. All right, there we go. Yes, this reminds me of something else. um,
Does it?
wait, is it the Nova class because of the fins on the nacelles? Maybe.
No. Oh, the warp delta. No, the half sorcerer's fins in the exact location.
Yeah. Something like. Anyway, this was a nice little ship. I like the interior. I like that the bridge is basically like so big because it's more than just a bridge. So the interior detail is kind of nice. Exterior details. I mean, I like the blue strip, the blue striping on it. The nacelles are a nice compact version of. Well, they're not really anything. They've been redesigned from the Titan and stuff, but same kind of look and vibe, which is great because it's appropriate era. But yeah, not much going on with it, honestly. It's nice. It's a nice enough small ship. What else to say?
Yeah, I think it was designed by John like 15 years ago and then redesigned by Doug for season 3, if I recall. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, I like the blue stripe. Like it's old. It's very old. It's way older than it needs to be, and then they've gave it new nacelles. It's really basic while being quite interesting, while still having a literally a reused science lab set as its bridge. So therefore, the bridge dome, if they're good enough to keep, is just a big giant square because that's the set. And but that kind of, it has a sort of structural element to it. That, yeah, it has some charm, and I've used it once. And I've got one film which is on it, a version of it, and it's a really good little film. It's quite a dark film. That'll be out in who knows when.
Robert Buckley, that's the last one. Then $5 of Phoenix Ward testing. This will be the last one because we have to. Let's go. So we're gonna fire these off pretty quick now. What do we got? It's the Ilios. You guys are saying C with 52% and 21 votes.
Okay.
Okay, and his next one is the Bajoran Lightship from DS9.
You're going to vote very different to we would vote on this, I'll say.
Yeah. Nice, intricate, more primitive design. I like the idea of it. Catching the solar winds. But yeah, very beetle-like again. They use a lot of beetle shapes in some of these things. That main body, but the sails look nice. It's very delicate looking ship, and even the Eagle Moss model is very delicate as well. So it's more artistic, as the Bajorans were. They were artists, so it kind of shows in this.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it doesn't. Partially the interior bugs me, and the episode in general bugs me. I know it's good, but it just bugs me. That's just. But the end is fantastic. Like, there's lots of good stuff, and it just bugs me a little bit. Yeah, it's nice. The fact there's no shields, no impulse engine. Well, I think it's got impulse. It's got engine. I thought ion engines. You know, it ain't got a lot going on, which is the genius of why it's able to get at warp. But boy, this thing probably had a lot of dead crews across the years of building them, because it's got very few systems to allow for, life and living. But it's kind of cool, and it's a well-made shape. I give them that. Works well.
All right, he goes on to say, and that's super chat. Also, when is your next community ranked sci-fi ships? I have some pretty interesting ones to submit. I'm on vacation until December 4th. Funny you ask. Thursday.
Yeah. You literally read Stuart's mind.
Yeah. Robert Buckley, though, $5. Let's go with the hated J. F tier is lonely. Oh shit, we didn't finish this one. Sorry. Solar Sail, 60%. Oh, 57% now with 23 votes. So it's an A. What?
Shit. He also did change his Archer class, which neither of us could find, to the Enterprise B, hence why it's up there.
Okay. Enterprise B. I mean, I was never a fan of the Excelsior, but I like the Enterprise B better. And now that I'm more of a fan of the Excelsior, I like the Excelsior better. It's more simple. The Enterprise B's got interesting design choices just because they needed to destroy it essentially or knock parts off of it. So the boat shaped hull, not sure it's great. Um, some of the other changes though, like the fins and stuff that John put on the top, are fine. But yeah.
Everything crashed. Sorry, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, all my internets.
Well, that's not good. So yeah, it's an interesting design to be, following the Excelsior class, but it's the Excelsior class with shit tacked onto it. So it's not very elegant, but it's fine. It's fine.
Its form follows function, the function being the script.
Yes. Yeah.
And isn't that half of the battle, right, to go with the script?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some charm, it's got some interest. It's a hard one to rank because it is literally just one ship with tweaks. What's more different, would you say, stylistically? The Galaxy X being the galaxy with stuff on it, or the B, with stuff on it?
What's more different?
Like, what feels more different? They're both just the same original design with stuff tacked on. What achieves it better, I guess?
The B feels better thought out, better designed.
Okay.
The Galaxy X is just shit for the sake of shit. In my mind, this feels a little bit more thought out and a little bit more cohesive, I guess.
I'd say this feels more reverse engineered. Like, how can we do this for this? Galaxy X feels more like, what can we add physically and not damage or change the model? Like, how much other stuff we add to give it oomph? We can change, but we have to change backwards from a concept. So both very different, right?
Jonathan Earl says, looks a heck of a lot better than the Enterprise C. Absolutely disagree. And let's see what you guys are saying. 19 votes. C wins with 37%.
But close. S is 32. It's right there, which is really interesting. Don't tend to get those two parallel or those two extremes.
All right, so then we got Robert Buckley with the Enterprise J. F tier is lonely, apparently. Yeah, the Enterprise J. I mean, I think the latest version of it that we saw in the Roddenberry archive.
Hold on, this is tricky. I want to put A, B, C, D, but some people hate it. But B seems like some people might love it.
Nobody's going to love it to give it an A, and if they, I don't know.
Okay, I tell you what. If anybody, I'm going to put B, C, D, which feels rude, really rude to this personally. But if anyone thinks it should be an A, let me know. And if any $5 bump, to make it an A, because an enterprise with F in the category, especially if the NX-01 is not a good enterprise really, and you made that an S. Just saying. So sorry, continue.
Yeah, it could have been designed better. I think the latest one, which Doug Drexler doesn't really approve of,
had no part in.
looks better than his. But I don't know. It would have been better as like the Congo class or something, I think, with that secondary hull and a deflector on the secondary hull. But no, they have to put it on the front of the saucer because people are stupid apparently. They don't realize that it's related to the NX-01. So yeah. Not a fan of the Enterprise J at all.
Whereas I quite like it. I get what they were going for and I appreciate it. I think there's a lot. It's definitely one you have to bend your mind with. It's not the scale you can even relate to, and so the things you're annoyed with as people, you're actually wrong about. Because
the spindly parts aren't spindly.
You're just wrong because you don't understand it, which is fine. But etc. etc. But yeah, Pill B people.
Do we have a picture of it at all? So
I thought yes, I thought you had it for like 5 minutes.
No, I can't see one anyway. But yeah, it's just I'm not a huge fan of it. I get what he was trying to do, and yes, it makes sense.
Oh, that might have it crashed. Right, yeah, that makes sense.
It's got an ethereal kind of vibe to it, honestly, but
There seems to be a version which shows them at the skyscraper level. Because you can't relate to it. I mean, they don't make sense to scale really anyway, but even the actual one's window scale's wrong, right? Like, technically.
The big bulky thing on the front, too, I don't like. Like, that just unsleekifies it for me. If it just, that center spine had just come down to a nice point at the front, just met the front of the saucer, would have been much better in my mind. But to have that big bulk, I don't know.
Yeah, disagree. I think it's exactly what Doug wanted. I think it's one of his few successful designs, like being truly original. You know, some of those designs are like, you know, most of the Voyager concepts, like, but he couldn't really realize them fully because of CG, etc.
Let's see. We got to get going here. So 21 votes. It gets F wins it with 55%. 22 votes.
At least could have been disrespectful and give it a D. You know?
Oh, they voted.
100%.
It's not like it's...
Like, I like it more than the Freedom class, more than the Elite Observer, than the Discovery one, you know?
Yeah, I like it more than Elite Observer, too.
But that's not up to us! That's the joy of this. We're just here.
We got Robert Buckley, $5. Phoenix Ward, or Warp Test Missile. Okay, not Ward. Okay. The Phoenix. Simple, exactly what it's supposed to do. It's a test bed.
And say no one's going to put S for this, so I can confidently not put S for this.
Yeah. Yeah, and turning a nuclear missile, something that was designed to destroy, to something that, you know, pushes man forward is, I love that. So not exactly what I would have thought before I saw the movie of what the test ship would look like, but yeah, I'll go with it. Sure. Yeah.
You're kind of stretching the phrase ship when talking about this design.
Yeah.
It's an engine with a pod attached, right? Obviously it's a ship, but it's as much of a ship as Lord of the Rings is a sci-fi. It is technically, but it really isn't. But it does do what it's, you know. But it's a test thing. It's incredibly clever. I remember the miniature was very hard to make because obviously there's almost no space to do anything it has to do. So if I can just very fun. And of course the 20-year question of how it came back to Earth, you know. But I'm not a huge fan of modernistic designs like rockets, so the rocket part gets an F from me in the sense of like it's just a rocket, cool. There's some nice paneling, and the pod is just an inspection pod from an X1 era, which I know it's the reverse, but it's not interesting. The nacelles are beautiful, but they're way too advanced. They're so much more advanced. They should be properly rustic. They're really advanced looking. Shouldn't have facades. Should have like it's a really over the top design for the important part. So I'd say, you know, C, because it's just a rocket with some warp nacelles. You know, it's very nice, but a lot of better designs out there.
Well, with 21 votes, A wins with 67%.
Okay then. Okay then.
And then lastly, it's classic Ariel, $2. NAR, not a real ship. I don't know which one you were referring to at the time, but
The Helios NAR. It's actually the medical ranking for civilians. That is an unusual list, Stuart, of things that we've never had together in the same way. Like Borgified Voyager, love that. DS9 never gets in these. So 201 never gets in them. I assume we disagree with many.
quite a few, yeah. Not by much, usually just a tier or two, but
It's what you guys have voted. Goodness.
I don't like that some of the ships are in S tier just because they're hero ships, like the Cerritos and stuff. Even the NX-01, if I'm honest. But
That's how that goes.
that's the general mentality vibe of how ships get ranked, not a somebody looks at ships and talks about ships all the time vibe. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
But also, you know, it's people, you know, people have their loves, and that comes across versus design. Oh, it's going to come in, which is okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. That is it for us for today. So join us tomorrow for another live, and then Thursday for this kind of thing about multiverse ships. So that'll be insane, I'm sure. Which we won't have much to say about a lot of them because we might not know about them, but you can judge them on their aesthetics and go from there. And then you guys, of course, get the final say because you get to vote. So And tomorrow is what? Sci-fi franchises ranked by you guys. Which Sam says is going to cause a lot of fights.
I mean, you know.
I disagree. Sci-fi people don't fight.
Oh, good. First time I hear about it, though, but hey, you're the authorities, Stuart.
Sure. And on that note, till next time, he's Commander Cockings.
Appreciate you all, guys. Here's Captain Foley.